To make a living as a sculptor, you will often have to be ready to tackle any material. This is not necessarily a bad thing, as it widens his powers and experience. He would be a superhuman if he knew all the answers to all questions involved in the use of every tool and all materials in such a wide field. He is gathering knowledge all the time, but never knows it all.
So for about the past 2 years, I've been learning to become a lifelong learner. I know that sounds kind of redundant, but let me explain. So in my eyes, a lifelong learner is somebody who tries to take their education seriously throughout their lifetime, and they try to distill lessons that provide value within their own life so that they can gain not only a deeper understanding for themselves, but hopefully they are able to share it with an audience in some way. Over the past week or so, I've been working towards becoming a better color grader and understanding how to use DaVinci Resolve systems to more effectively process and edit my videos so that they actually look the quality that I want them to and the way that I like them to. Now, I've had some experience with color grading in the past with photography work mostly, but I really struggled, especially when I first started on DaVinci. It was just so overwhelming. You know, all the possibilities of options and little different tools to tinker with. I had no idea what I was doing, but by taking the classes that DaVinci provided for free and watching a lot of videos and taking a lot of notes of my own, and then I would say most importantly, making sure to practice, and once I thought I practiced enough, practice some more, whether it was my own work or practice examples that they had set up for me on the DaVinci class. And the vast amount of information that lives for free on the internet really just makes it an invaluable resource to us at this point. I think that if you are willing to take your education seriously and strive to be a lifelong learner, then I think that this is a great time for us. Within seconds, the world's information and knowledge is just at our fingertips. I'm curious to see within the next decade how much further this information era goes, especially with AI technology and coming out to assist humans and make it easier on us. I feel like it's kind of risky in a sense because AI can just find you the right answer depending on what you're looking for, or a sufficient answer for like a test in school, but it's not really teaching you the information. And I don't know that we have to be vessels for all information. I think it's good that we can and do have these resources available at our fingertips, but I think we do also need to have a certain level of confidence and education for ourselves so that we're not completely reliant on these devices.
So for me to become a lifelong learner, I kind of had to work on some other minor skills that help build into this major skill. I would say there were probably about 6 skills that truly helped me the most when it came to being a lifelong learner. These skills are reading, writing, note-taking, teaching, contextualizing, and reflection. Now, I know there's clearly quite a bit of overlap. You could argue that writing and note-taking would be the same thing. To me, they aren't. Writing is a form of reflection for me, and note-taking, I guess, also is a form of reflection, but it's more based upon trying to learn a specific topic as opposed to just reflecting on general life. For me, I think that having that overlap is really essential to becoming a lifelong learner, because if you don't have the ability to reflect on what you're learning and then would say teach it to other people, then you're not really going to grasp the full scope of what you're trying to do. And I'd say in a lot of ways, if you stop learning, then you will become complacent in whatever you're doing, and you really don't strive to continue to get better. And I don't know, that's just not how I want to live my life personally. So if you made it this far, I just want to say thanks. I'm still pretty new to this, so I'm still trying to figure out how to tell like cohesive stories in video format like this, but hopefully you found some value out of it. If you did, or you want to see content similar to this, please consider dropping a like and subscribing. Alright, well thank you. Until next time, guys. So one last thing. Forgot to mention there should be a new video out next week, hopefully. If not, within the next week and a half. Really just kind of depending on how it goes with the holidays and stuff. So, we'll see how busy I am.